All right, now 5:30, the Democratic National Convention is over.
Late last night, Vice President Kamala Harris took the stage to rally supporters as she fights for the White House. Over the course of the four-day convention, the Harris campaign and Democratic allies worked to reintroduce Harris to the American people. They highlighted her personal story as a daughter of immigrants and her history as a prosecutor and senator. And on the final night, she made a direct appeal to voters.
This election is not only the most important of our lives, it is one of the most important in the life of our nation.
Harris supporters say the convention had energy and enthusiasm in the Democratic Party, but the race is expected to be very competitive as both candidates work to rally voters ahead of November.
And now that the convention is over, the race really kicks into high gear. With just 74 days until the election, both the Harris campaign and the Trump campaign will now be put to the test. So the focus is now shifting to the 7 swing states likely to decide this election.
North Carolina is at the top of that list, with many saying at this point the race is likely to be a toss-up. We sat down with political expert Chris Cooper to dive into what voters here can expect in the coming months. Recent polls have rated North Carolina as a toss-up for the November election. Nonpartisan election forecaster Sabatos Crystal Ball made the change from leans Republican.
I think it's a purple state. It's a battleground state, but it hasn't done a lot of swinging in the last few years.
The last time North Carolina voted for a Democratic president was for Barack Obama in 2008.
Every state that Donald Trump won in the last election, his margin was the smallest in North Carolina of any of them. 2008, the last time North Carolina went for a Democrat. Of all the states Barack Obama won, his margin was the smallest in North Carolina of any of them, right? So we are consistently positioned on the razor's edge between red and blue.
With narrow margins in North Carolina, Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump have sharpened their focus on the Tar Heel state. The largest group of registered voters in the state are unaffiliated, and convincing them to support a particular candidate's policies might only be half of the battle.
Of the 3 major groups, the Democrats, the Republicans, and unaffiliated consistently have the lowest voter turnout. So it's about getting them on your side, but it's also about getting them off the couch.
At both the DNC and the RNC, politicians from North Carolina were featured speakers, and that's no accident. With less than 3 months until Election Day, residents can expect things to only heat up.
They should expect your mailboxes are going to be full, your email inboxes are going to be full, that your advertisements are going to be political, whether you're watching it online or whether you're watching TV directly or whether you're one of the people who still picks up a print paper. It's going to be politics, politics, politics through November, whether we like it or not.
Chris Cooper also says people should approach polls with a healthy skepticism. He says they do what they're designed to do, which is measure the temperature of the electorate as it stands right now.